what they're requiring to do. Gives them options going forward. Hunter is still landing shots left and right. But finally, Serato will put him down. The bomb will follow. Now G2 starting to make moves in. They've got a smoke and they do have a kit. So they can still do work from this point, but they're taking damage on the approach. It's Jax who's being shot from Henny, the back of the site. Yuri super low. Amanek nearly finishes him off after landing the headshot onto Henny, but now he's the last man standing for the CTs, but not much
man.
longer.
Like, this is a brand new project. It's really hard to read them at all. We are going to see the scouts out in full force, and Jax with a couple of CC frags up close on the ladder room. What a debacle this has been for Furia to start the round.
Certainly not what the doctor was ordering, especially considering, of course, after winning that last round, they went, as you say, they're desperately seeking those SMG frags, but of course, plenty of firepower behind it. Jack is going to be taking his AK and Pop Dog. Some noise has started to come over from the B site. They only had the one player there. It was Nexa, and he's been charged down by the CZ. Are they going to return the favor? Is another force spy going to come out ahead? Scout taking front and center. Serato using the MP9 against the oncoming CTs. Plenty of damage has been dished out. There's a team kill in the amongst all of it. It's a bit of a crazy chaotic round here. It's hard to fully grasp what's going on, and I'm sure G2 are just as shell-shocked as the rest of their teammates that have bowed out. Two players very low. They may very well go for this. Amanek's going to claim the first in this retake, but neither of them have kits. They're going to have to get on this side very quickly. Amanek now, last man standing. He should be able to take down Vinny, only on 13 HP, but with so many bullets, gonna miss his scout shot as well. How the hell are these two players still alive? And the damage to Yuri may take him down with a bomb. No, he survives with 4 HP. If we go with how the pattern has emerged so far, it would be G2 with their force spy. And they have got the first kill. And who else but KennyS, who, by the way, has been in such hot form over these last few weeks. We saw him in the ESL New York event, especially the show match. Some of the stuff he was landing there was absolutely disgusting. But can he take that into these competitive matches? Well, so far the answer is a yes. Furia on the back foot, still 55 seconds to play with though.
Yeah, KennyS posted up with that scout here, looking into TCOM to see what he can find. You got Kenny setting up Yuri here at Ivy, so a pretty default setup, all things considered, with Vinny just kind of holding the inner halls. A little bit of extra presence towards Ivy, but they're a man short. Pop flash for Yuri. Can't really use it. He actually got blinded. Waits for a second one. Does step out. Still not spotting anything to shoot at just yet. KennyS though waiting here in the outer bomb site, peeking towards those outer halls.
Time is running dangerously low now, though. Yes, they've got that kill back, but they've got to get onto the site. They're still not entirely sure as to where these CTs are. KennyS, lightning fast scout shot. Rains in once again, and he's not done just yet. Lands the shot into Serato, tagged down to just a few HP. Has been finished.
I mean, obviously the eco, that goes without saying, but even on some of these rounds where they've had fairly equal buys, they've really been struggling to find an opening kill. KennyS and Jax have really been on point finding those first picks. 4-on-3 in play right now. The remaining forces are going inner. There's only KennyS there with the AWPs, playing towards the back of the site, trying to see if he can't get a free pick before he needs to call for that rotation. Smokes, though, have really blocked him. He's missed his shot as well, being forced back to oil, and Vinny has evened it up into a 3-on-3.
An uncharacteristic miss is going to allow Furia to get the bomb across and get it planted. Had Kenny have landed that shot, it's unlikely they would have been able to do so. Now in position to maybe fend this off. There's no God Molotov, though, that can be backed in from upper, but Kenny, he's lost all of his support. He is the lone gunman now. The last man of which they can rest on. There's the first kill in. No grenades on his side either, so it's going to come down to timing. Does he guess right? Henny goes for the peek. Kenny's going to miss his first shot, but Henny's not going to peek anymore. He knows exactly where Kenny is. Kenny's still looking up there, and Henny's done a brilliant job of stalling it out.
Playing from Sandwich, and maybe KennyS, who's more towards the front of the bomb train, that might be able to stop them. But now they jump across. They have been spotted, though, and Yuri does get tagged.
You feel like it may be dual purpose. It may be trying to sell a fake. There's only the one player for G2 on the site, but that may be more than enough. Serato going to try and make moves through. 10 seconds remain. If Nexa plays his cards right, this round will be going his way. They're going to try and fake the bomb out. Here comes Nexa, but he's whiffed his chance, and he's not stalled long enough. But here is Amanek, who had another flash goes down, lands in the eyes of the terrorists, but now they're making a force onto the site, looking to engage and pillage the site. But Hunter stands tall with 2 kills, lands a dink, but this is where the rifles start to come into play from the Brazilians. They're fighting back with headshots. There is a flanker in the fray with the first kill. Jax is going to bide his time and wait for his second player in the form of Amanek to come in. Makes a bit of noise at the top, just shooting around the corners, trying to keep Furia interested while his teammate makes a move down in the ramp side. He's trying to draw the fire away from the side, and now Amanek can bounce. Henny is looking behind him, and there's going to be a kill coming back in from Yuri. Jax doesn't have a kit either, so he can't afford to stick on the site. Yuri's coming around the corner in the smoke. They're actually going to pass each other like two ships through fog, and finally Jax lands the kill.
They definitely both felt like they needed to make moves to get back on track, and now we're seeing the fruits of that now.
Well, we'll have to see if the fruit is ripe or not. Meanwhile, G2 with the first kill onto Henny, looking to at least put up a respectable scoreline here going through into their second half, where things could get a little bit sketchy. KennyS getting Molotov'd out from the back of the site. Furia taking aggression and real estate outside, not for the first time. They've been very aggressive on their T side thus far. Seemingly like that is going to continue for the time being. They have been stalled somewhat with a two-player advantage coming in. Art is going to cut that advantage in half, though. Now they only lead by the one player. Yuri slowly going up the staircase. It's going to be plucked out on the ladder from KennyS, who is now turning his attention towards Pop Dog. And if Vinny slow peeks this, he should be a dead man. KennyS has him dead to rights. He also has no grenades here, Vinny. He's hoping that Art can try and build up a little bit of steam, and he's done just that. Now Vinny can come out as KennyS was caught preoccupied, waiting for the rest of his team to get in position. But Vinny is all alone. 38 seconds. He has control of the bomb. He could even maybe fake the rotation. Your call about the double ops was spot on. Yeah, I've got two of them, but it's Yuri's M4 that breaks the deadlock. He will banish Hunter away into round 19. Smoke's being deployed onto main. There is already a player that's pushed through. That's going to be KennyS with his AK. Meanwhile, Amanek making inroads through Ivy. There is a couple smokes there to greet him and a flashbang tossed in. So G2 are being repelled for the time being. Kenny's now shown his hand. He needs to get some kills. He's got one, but runs out of bullets and runs out of health. Serrato pushes him off his mortal coil. And there is no re-engage from Amanek, who's just stuck in Ivy. This is looking very stagnant from G2 now. They need an entry frag in the next few moments.
Yeah, they're actually in a really, really tough position. There are still two CTs towards inner bomb site, though. They're still not sure exactly where the distance going to be, so that helps out G2 just a little bit. Vinny is going to take a pretty good amount of heat here. Very low HP. Nexa gets the kill on Z as well. Might find Vinny in just a moment. Indeed, he does. Nexa has broken this back open.
Henny 1-on-3, the new recruit, the new man. Can he kick it off with a bang at Furia? 20 seconds, enough time for the plant. There's the first kill, but now his position is compromised. He sees Jax moving to his left. Does he expect a second player up there on the site? Very unlikely. We know he has some crazy...
Certainly might be able to come up with something.
Oh! Well, it's a massacre, and it's going the way of Furia. G2 only have KennyS and Jax. Two very capable players, but they're going to be overwhelmed if they push through the ramp, and here comes Art.
From Vinny, who put a incendiary on top the ladder, and he's been naded as well down to 19 HP. Vinny bypasses their grenades somehow, takes some damage, staying alive, but that flashbang has done wonders for Hunter. Gets that opening pick. Henny strikes right back, though.
He does, but again, it seems disjointed from G2. They're not really gaining anything for these kills. They're just hemorrhaging life from nades, from flashes. These peaks, these aggressive plays. Amanek still looking down. Ivy, just making sure K-Strado isn't flanking them. 35 seconds. We've been here before. Yes, G2, it's a very new roster. But they've got to be adaptive here if they want to stay in this map. Because Furia are just looking stronger as every second passes. 23 seconds now. They've got to make a move, and Henny is going to drill into Nexa. Amanek at least does get the avenging kill. They're going to start to move outside of main. There is also a flank in the meanwhile from Yuri, who can pop down into Pop Dog itself and rain some serious damage and serious pain. They're not even close to the site in the 7 seconds to go. G2 are going to be conceding this round, barring a miracle. They've got onto the site. Art, the meanwhile, is going to miss his shot. They get the bomb just in the nick of time.
Closest here and now, it seems. Unless these ops have something to say about it, and so far, Jax has the entry.
4 kills to go for G2 to win this map outright. Otherwise, it's overtime. Yuri, though, battles back through the fire, through the smoke. Connects the headshot. Jack's going to go down. Some grenades. Smokes, flashes, everything being tossed against both teams. Going to be looking to boost up and see if maybe They can pull off something special with art. And the boost is going to yield a kill, and Furia are still getting kills. They're still clawing tooth and nail to stay in this map, to take us into overtime. Hunter may have a few things to say about that. In the post plan, Furia may have the advantage in players, but no longer the case. Hunter, living up to his name, taking down as many CTs as he can on his way out. And now it's down to KennyS. He's missed one, shown his position. The bomb is ticking away ever so fast. It's in the smoke. Kenny needs to go down, and he's not. KennyS can't remedy the situation. But the defuse is not acceptable.